Okay, so um, a little bit of a connection between astrology and the animal totem idea is let's see. So I kind of discovered this like the fox animal spirit within my own personal totem by looking at my specific astrological natal chart. And the way that I was able to identify fox animal spirit within my personal totem is by kind of comparing it with first like my normal natural behaviors, and then also looking at the different houses and which like astrological zodiac or which constellation was aligned with like that angle of me when I was born. Fox animal spirit is going to come from my eighth house. In my eighth house, uh, so like right at that angle of me was going to be Gemini and Taurus. It's like a little bit of both Gemini and Taurus were in that house. Um, so the house of sex, death, and rebirth is house 8. Um, Fox is an animal that's known for Kundalini energy, which is going to be the feminine sexual energy. A lot of times is what it's associated with, and also going to be like that creative like breath. The Gemini is an air sign, so that's going to be like the association with the breath, and then Taurus is going to be earth, but Taurus is also known for like the material world, like being able to essentially perceive things. And like some of the behaviors with that are going to be in like the way that when I am by myself. So when I'm like kind of like reinventing myself or like changing my perception of myself, a lot of times I'll exhibit a lot of behaviors that are similar to the natural behaviors of the fox animal spirit, which is in things like enjoying interior design and like redecorating my house, and also in kind of wanting to stay in the like outskirts, like not wanting to be like in the center of attention or anything, so that I can like observe a little bit more. And there's a lot more that you can kind of glean out of it if you actually read the book that's recommended. And you can kind of see a little bit of the different qualities of yourself that are maybe influenced a little bit more by just the animal kingdom. And let's see. So I'm gonna go over astrology a little bit and how they're like associated with different generations rather than simply like each individual. Like there's some things that are common among all people of a specific generation, and that's going to be the outer planets. So for example, I'm going to start with Capricorn in Pluto, because that's the generation that we're in right now. And like it let's see. So Pluto is also aligned with Capricorn from 1762 through 1778. And then that is what we're going through right now from 2008 through 2022 or 2024. Um, Okay, so Capricorn is known for structure. It's an earth sign. And typically Capricorn is also associated with like the businessman or like someone who's like high up in politics. And a lot of times this is going to be because they typically it's known as the users, like they know how to use things. So it's kind of like Capricorn's role is in understanding the function of things, like how things function, how things work. Um, Capricorn is probably going to be a pretty big sign for people who also work in like mechanics and construction. So it's not just like it's not just like politics and business. Like it can also be applied to a few other different career paths as well. Um, okay, so that's like a little bit of background on Capricorn. Capricorn is like the going to be the family leader kind of idea. Man, I hate when I say is going to be. Okay, live in the present moment right now. Okay. Let's see. Um, we went over Capricorn, and now we're gonna go over Pluto. So Pluto, uh, like in Greek mythology, is also let's see. So Romans called him Pluto, like the embodiment of the planet on Earth. Um, the Romans called him Pluto, and then the Greeks called him Hades. Uh, Associations with like being the ruler of the underworld. A lot of associations with death and creative destruction. So it's kind of like that composting idea of taking like the food scraps that you don't really need anymore, and then turning it into um, good soil that plants can actually grow out of. Okay, so when you link those two things together, Pluto power and control release, transformation and transitions, and then Capricorn understanding of structures and how they function, um, is going to lead to a let's see, it's like I'm looking at my notes. It's like the way to incorporate the lessons learned from experience, or history, or like your own personal experience, and like taking the structures from the past and being able to and I say from the past because that's going to be Pluto's influence, with being able to take the structures from the past and connect them with the things that are happening right now. So, for example, in the transit that happened previously, that was 1762 through 1778. And a big thing that happened in America during that time is the establishment of the United States of America. A lot of the politics are and legislation that was initially created came from a whole bunch of different like other political systems that and was incorporated together to create something new. The idea of a republic came from the Greek policies of Theseus. And I'll include below the book that there's a little bit more detail on Theseus. It's called Plutarch by Edmund Fuller. And also incorporates different aspects of democracy. And you'll see on our money we have a lot of like some symbology stuff that's like closely associated with Greek. Um, Greek symbology. Okay, so let's see some examples. Government, creation of the United States of America through eliminating the hovering mother nations of in the colonial areas. Education. During that time, there was a large presence of educational instruction, like let's see, with Benjamin Franklin. He was an author of the Poor Richard's Almanac, which kind of linked a little bit of the astrological information and movements with proper planning for agriculture. And also, there's a really good image in there's a biography by Walter Isaacson on Benjamin Franklin that has an image of the parts of the body that are associated with each zodiac constellation. Let's see. So, incorporating like dead knowledge into practical structures. So that's going to be Pluto and Capricorn working together on that one. And then religion. During that time, there was a surge in alternative interpretations of Christianity, which is really what pushed the move of colonizing America, was the opportunity to be in a place where they weren't persecuted. Let's see, child rearing and family. Okay, this one is also sourced from the Benjamin Franklin biography by Walter Isaacson. There's an article that he wrote called Polly Baker. That was kind of like the start to changing the perception of single parents within America, with a little bit less little bit less shame oriented. And then let's see. So this one, traditional dogma and rituals, is okay. So dogma and rituals are a structure. They're a practical structure, and the kind of like change that's happened in this generation, starting in what was it, 2006? I think 2006, and we're currently still in it as well, is going to be the rise of the romantic view of the occult, and a larger presence and access to like different like practices of the occult in television, like in shows like Charmed and Supernatural, and there's a lot of stuff that is there's also that new Sabrina. I like the old one a little bit better, but that's just me, because I don't like the association with like signing contracts. That's stupid. But okay, so if you'll see, there was a little bit of a difference in that change of structure. Instead of it like breaking something down to build something new, it just changed the angle. It changed the perception of something in particular, in order to have it be received more with awe and acceptance, rather than like a rebellion, revolution type thing that happened with the creation of the United States. Okay, so Capricorn structures. Incorporates the lessons from past experience and creates a structure. Pluto allows for rediscovery of projects that were previously seen as failed. And I'm gonna have one more video right after